Jai Shri Krishna. Today is the last day of Shraddh. Today is a day where we all come together to remember all of our beloved departed souls. Nikesh and myself, along with all of you, will be singing and chanting the holy name of the Lord. For the Lord is the one who is just after our love. So do stay tuned with us over the next hour or so while we bring you hymns in memory of all your loved ones. We've had lots of people sending in many requests. So towards the end, we will be going through everyone's name. But first, let me pass it on to Nikesh for him to start with today's prayers. Jai Shri Krishna.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः
So, the holy name. We just started off today's Shradhanjali. બધા યાદ કરી રહ્યા છીએ. ઘણા બધાએ અમને મેસેજ કર્યા છે, giving us the names of the departed souls that are no longer with us. It's a very difficult time right now for everybody, કારણ કે પૂરા વિશ્વમાં અત્યારે જે કોરોના વાયરસ જે ફેલાઈ રહ્યું છે ને એમાંય કેટલાય આપણા પરિવારના, our loved ones, our friends have lost their lives. So, Nikesh and myself thought we would come together with all of you to remember all these departed souls, because it's really important that we acknowledge their blessings, that we acknowledge their influence in our lives. એ લોકા ના હોત આપણે પણ ના હોત. એ લોકાના આશીર્વાદ લીધે આપણે જ્યાં આજે પહોંચ્યા છે, it's because of them. If we look at our shastro, આપણે જ્યારે ભાગવતમાં આપણે જ્યારે જોઈએ છીએ, there is a story of Ajamil. Ajamil was born in a Brahmin family. And in his early years, he led a very pious life. Over time, his habits changed, leading him away from a life of well-being and forgetting all the pious acts. He had 10 children, and he was very close to the youngest, Narayan. When it was time for Ajamil to leave his body, he could only think of the affection for his youngest son, Narayan, which he kept calling out for. Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. As soon as he called out for Narayan, the Vishnu Dutas came to take him away to the holy abode. તો આપણે આમાંથી શીખવા પણ કેટલું મળે છે કે just by chanting that name of Narayan, Narayan, Narayan during your last breath, ત્યારે પણ ભગવાન એટલું દયાળુ છે કે ભગવાન ના દૂતો એમના બોલાવી લેશે અને ભગવાન એમના દ્વારમાં એમને લઈ જશે. So now let's move on to our.
So we'll start with Hanuman Chalisa, and Tyagwad will take a few tunes. The first quote will be based on Sitaram and Radha Krishna. So we'll start with Hanuman Chalisa, everybody knows, so we'll sing Hanuman Chalisa and then we'll take it on to Govinda Damodar Stotram. So taking it on from there. पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार, वरणो रघुवर विमल यश जो दायक फल चारि, बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार, बल बुद्धि विद्या देहि हरहु कलेश विकार, जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर, रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा, महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संग, कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा, हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मुंज जनेऊ विराज, शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन, विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर, प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया, सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा, भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे, लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए, रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत संभाय, सहस्र वदन तुमरो यश गावे, यस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगाए, संतादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिंसा, यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते, तुम्हें उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीना, राम मिलाए राजपद दीना, तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना, युग सहस्त्र योजन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु, प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरि मुख माहि, जल दिलांग गई अचरज नाहि, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगमय अनुग्रह तुम्हारे ते, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे, सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना, आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीर, संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवाले, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाहि, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरहि, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख कर। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीर। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटे बंदी महासुख हो। जो या पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होए सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरिचय राखी, जय नाथ हृदय मोहे। पवन तनय संकट हरणं, मंगल मूर्ति राम लखन सीता सहित। हृदय बसौ सुरभूप, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। हे राम, हे राम, मारा अंतर नाम। 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 मारा अंतर नायारा, मारा अंतर नायारा, मारा अंतर नायारा, मारा अंतर नायारा। हे राम, मारा अंतर नाम। हे राम, मारा अंतर नाम। हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, कृष्णा कृष्णा, हरे हरे। हरे राम, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Raghu Shri Radhe Govind, Bhajan Shri Radhe, Shri Radhe. Shri Radhe, Jai Radhe,
Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Radhe.
Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Radhe,
Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Radhe.
Shri Radhe Govind, Bhajan Shri Radhe.
Radhe Govind, Bhajan Shri Radhe.
Shri Radhe, Shri Radhe Govind, Bhajan Shri Radhe.
Shri Radhe Govind, Bhajan Shri Radhe.
Kararvindena padarvindam, Mukharvinde viniveshayantam, Vatashpatrasya puteshayanam, Balam mukundam manasa smarami, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, Jihve Pibasvamrutameta Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, Gruhe Gruhe Gopavadhu Kadamba, Sarve Militva Samavapya Yogam, Punyani Namani Patanti Nityam, Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, Sukham Shayana Nilaye Nijepi, Mamani Vishnu Pravadanti Madhya, Tene Shchitam Tanmayata Vrajanti, Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, Jihave Sadaivam Bhaj Sundarani, Namami Krishna Manoharani, Samasta Bhattarti Vinashanani, Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, Sukhavasane idameva saram, Dukhavasane idameva gnayam, Dehavasane idameva japyam, Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, Shri Krishna Radha Gokuleshwar, Gopal Govardhan Nath Vishnu, Jihave Pibasvamritameta Deva, Govinda Damodar Madhave, Shri Govardhan Nath Ki Jai.
Because during this time of Shrav, lots of people make lots of different types of दान. घना बड़ा मास से दान करें आ समय यहाँ पे पितरों ने याद करें इनकी पांचवा आप एक दान करें. But दान can be made in many different ways. It's not just through money. let's talk a little bit about that. Because lots of people that have sent us messages
Yeah.
for today's show,
Yeah.
especially the younger people, some of them feel that it's just a financial commitment, maybe. And yes, I'm not saying don't make a financial commitment for those people that are needy, for those people maybe that have less than you. But today is all about love. Today is all about chanting the holy name
That's right.
of Sri Hari. To tell me a little bit more about the importance of Dan during this.
During what I found is during times like this, during condolences or when somebody's passed away, apri 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 mansik and santulan, so our mind is in such a state where we don't know what we're doing. We're in such a whirlwind. Our emotions are flying up and down, and we're trying to pacify ourselves, or people are trying to give us alternatives to pacify ourselves. And in this day and age, you know, referring to Shrad, we say that we do Dan Pun. So a Dan Pun is maybe doing some kind of seva, so maybe some kind of charity, or maybe some kind of penance in a certain way which involves money. But when you compare money to love, there is no comparison. Love is here and money is not even down here. And it's almost like when we're spending money to do a certain penance, are we actually doing it to satisfy our own senses, or are we actually trying to get rid of some kind of guilt, or kind of to pacify ourselves rather than to pacify the soul that's actually departed?
Because the soul's already departed.
The soul's already
The soul's
departed.
already gone.
So
The soul
any
has been-
how do we know is that going to reach a certain soul or not? Again, I'm not, I कोई ना भाव में के कोई निष्ठा ने हूँ ठोकर નથી મારતો. This is just my school of thought. After losing my father just last year, I've been through certain journeys and it's made me understand and realize. But with the holy name costs no money. There's no cost involved. And the holy name isn't involved any punishment. You don't have to have any rules or regulations કે તમે નાઈને કે તમે અહીંયા બેસીને તમે ભગવાનનું નામ લો કે તમે આમ કરીને તમે ભગવાનનું નામ લો. તમે જ્યાં હો, તમે ખાટલામાં હો, તમે બાથરૂમમાં હો, તમે એવી સ્થિતિમાં તમે હો કે તમે ઘણી તરીકે કે તમે menstrual cycleમાં હો, periodsમાં હો, તો તમે ભગવાન પૂજા ના કરી શકો કે તમે તમારી કોઈ ઓફ થઈ ગયું હોય તો તમને સૂતક છે તો તમે પૂજા ન કરી શકો. પણ ભગવદ નામ એક એવી વસ્તુ છે, હરિનામ, કે you can take it in any condition whatsoever. And nobody can tell you that you can't take this name or you can't take that name. And that devotion and that love that's created, it creates an energy, it creates an ambience. So even when you're taking that name, it's not just affecting you, but it's affecting everybody around you. You think, right now, take this instance right now, this atmosphere. You can feel that there's some kind of wire here. Did you feel that? You've grown up in this. We've grown up together going to Shishiput. You can feel the atmosphere. So that name, wherever that soul is floating around, be it not even in this world, maybe in another dimension, but vibrations chair, they're going to hit that soul.
Yeah.
And that's unconditional love.
Unconditional love. And how can we not acknowledge the unconditional love that we have for our loved ones, for those that helped us grow in our lives, like you just spoke about the loss of your father last year. And I understand that pain, because I too lost my father 10 years ago. And even after it's been 10 years, not one day goes where I don't think about my father. Not one day goes where I don't think about those souls that are dear to me that I have lost. And the one thing that I know that has helped me, and I know Nikesh that has helped you, is Harinam Kirtan, is chanting the name of Lord Sri Hari. So, on that basis, let's move on and chant some more. We have had lots of people, ઘણા બધા શ્રોતા હોય, ઘણા બધા friends છે, ઘણા બધા પરિવાર છે, friends, family have been messaging us, continue to message us with lots of names. But because the messages are still coming through, we will go through every single name at the end because we don't want to miss out on anybody's name tonight. So now, moving on towards the journey and thinking about.
Also, one thing I wanted to just mention, that Harinam, it doesn't just refer to Krishna, it just doesn't refer to Ram, Shiv, Durga, Buddha. તમને જે નામ ઉપર પ્રેમ આવે છે, તમને જે નામ ઉપર ઈષ્ટ આવે છે. But the minute somebody tells you that don't take this name or don't take that name, that's wrong. We're in such a dilemma in such a day and age at the moment that just merely taking the name of the Lord is what matters, nothing else. And moving on to that, there's one very beautiful bhajan that we used to sing together in Shishikunj, and I'm going to bring that because it's referring to Krishna, and the words are really beautiful. Jeevan nibaji na saathi, jo na bagade awaji, oh. Jeevan nibaji na saathi, जो ना बगड़े आबाजी, हाथ जालो पार उतारो, जल्दी खोलो द्वार, ठाकुर ओ छुपारा तारे तारे આવ્યો છું, તો સાંભળ મારી વાત, ઠાકુર વાલા રખડી રખડીને હું તો થાક્યો, કોઈએ ના શરણે મને રાખ્યો, રખડીને હું તો થાક્યો, કોઈએ ના શરણે મને રાખ્યો, બાળ તમારો નિરાધારે, જલ્દી ખોલો દ્વાર, ઠાકુર ઓ છુટાલા મારા વાલા પરિવાલા, વારે તારે આવ્યો છું, તો સાંભળ મારી વાત, ઠાકુર વાલા છુટાલા. मेरे मन बस गए नंद लाला, 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 होगा वो नंद लाला, नंद लाला, नंद लाला, मेरे मन बस गए नंद लाला, नंद लाला, मेरे मन बस गए नंद लाला, ठाकुर वाला छुटाला मारा वाला, मुरली वाला, वारे तारे આવ્યો છું, તો સાંભળ મારી વાત, ઠાકુર વાલા છુટાલા, ઠાકુર La 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 la. Krishna Kanaiyalal ki.
નિકેશ આપણે જ્યારે હનુમાન ચાલીસા કહેવાય અને even then the last જ્યારે આપણે જે ગોપાલ ગાય એમાં આપણે એમ જ પ્રભુને પ્રાર્થના કરીએ છીએ કે પ્રભુ આપણા હૃદયમાં વસે હંમેશા વસે. That's inevitable because in every human being ભગવાન તો અંદર વસે જ છે. That's a given fact, right? So when the person passes away, that soul remains immortal. And during this time of Shrad, we know that that holy name is bringing that soul back closer to us because that soul is always a part of us because we are part and parcel of Him. Correct? So when that departed soul is wherever that departed soul is and wherever that departed soul has taken a janam back in another form, be it in another life, in a human form, or whether it's taken life in whichever form. Okay? But when we chant that name, I don't know about you, but I was certainly feeling close to all my loved ones. I was feeling their presence. I was feeling their love. I was feeling their blessings. And that's really important because, again, today is about unconditional love. Unconditional love. And especially with everything that's going on in the world right now, with the whole virus, the one thing that can help all of us is chanting of the holy name. So on that basis, like you said, that Sri Hari to છે કૃષ્ણના સ્વરૂપે, શ્રી રામના સ્વરૂપે, શિવજીના સ્વરૂપે, દેવીના પણ સ્વરૂપે. આપણે દેવીને પણ યાદ કરી લઈએ.
આપણામાં, again, શાસ્ત્રોમાં people will say there's a lot of old wives' tales, unfortunately, that have travelled into this generation. Within the UK, we are considered the first generation because we've been born in the UK. And unfortunately, our parents, our grandparents immigrated from India to Kenya, to Africa, and then that Africa, East African origin came to the UK. Within that, there has been a lot of loss of cultural influences, which has enabled a lot of old wives' tales to enter into religion. And those old wives' tales have become Bible, they become biblical, where people follow them because they're superstitions and people think if we don't do X, Y, Z, then this is going to happen. But in this day and age, it's not possible to follow certain principles, and we don't even know if these principles actually come from the Vedas. The only one thing which we can follow in this day and age is the holy name. There's nothing else. You can take the holy name. And it's not saying that don't take this name and don't take that name. Whichever name you want to take.
And sometimes એવું પણ બને કે આપણે જ્યારે જાપ કરતા હોઈએ, અત્યારે કેમેરો આપણી બાજુમાં જઈને આપણે એમની સ્થાપના કરી છે, બરાબર? But while thinking of Sri Krishna and while you're chanting the name sometimes of Sri Krishna, sometimes Shivji may come into your mind. And I've heard through our sadhu santo, કોકફેર આપણે જ્યારે સંતવાણી સાંભળીએ, કથા સાંભળીએ, ત્યારે I've heard that if that happens, don't say, no, Shivji, go. મને કૃષ્ણ જ ઉપર ફોકસ કરવા દો. There's probably a reason for that as well. એટલે વચ્ચે શિવજી પણ યાદ આવી જાય, દેવીજી પણ યાદ આવી જાય. To chant that name, chant the name.
And
It's a holy name.
Shivji, Vishnu par dhyan dhare chhe, Vishnu Shivji par dhyan dhare chhe. So there's not really any antaran. And when you, Shiv is Shakti and Shakti is Shiv.
Yeah.
Ram is Krishna and Krishna is Ram. Yeah. There's not really any difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, this is universal prayers. Like you just said, કે આ તો ભગવાન સ્વરૂપ છે, આપણે એમ પણ ના કહી શકીએ કે અત્યારે ક્રાઇસ્ટનું નામ પણ યાદ આવી જાય તો ક્રાઇસ્ટનું નામ પણ લ્યો. ગુરુ ગ્રંથ સાહેબમાંથી પણ આપણે કંઈ એવા ગુરુ ગ્રંથ સાહેબમાંથી આપણે કંઈક એવા વિચારો આવી જાય, anything good, put it. Because this is about universal prayer and about universal love. So now let's go on to the Divine Mother who gave birth to this universe.
So let's go into the Vishwambari Stuti, which everybody knows. So let's take on the Vishwambari Stuti. Vishwambari Akhila Vishwatani Janeta Vidyadhari Vadanma Vasajo Vidhata Durbuddhi ne Durakari Sadbuddhi Apo Mam Pahi Om Bhagavati Bhavadukha Kapo Bhulo Padi Bhavarane Bhatatu Bhavani सूझे नहीं लगी कोई दिशा जीवानी वहाँ से भयंकर बड़ी मन ना उतारो मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो आरंकने युगरवान थी कोई यारो जन्मांध छू जननी ग्रही बार तारो नाशु सुनो भगवती शिशुना विलापो मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो माँ कर्म जन्म कथनी करता विचार आ सृष्टि माँ तुझ बिना नथी कोई मार कौने कहूँ कथन योग तनु बड़ा मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो काम क्रोध मद मोहत कीच केलो आडंबरे यति घणो मद थी बतेरो दोषो थकी दूषित ना करी माफ पापो मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो ना शास्त्र ना श्रवण नु पय पान पीरो ना मंत्र के स्तुति कथा नथी कोई कीधु श्रद्धा धरी नथी कर्या तव नाम जापो मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो रे रे भवानी बहु भूल थई छे मारी आ जिंदगी थई मने अतिशयकारी दोषो प्रजाड़ी सगड़ा तव छाप छापो मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो खाली न कोई स्थल छे विणया पधारो ब्रह्मांड मायणु मही वास तारो शक्ति न माप गणवाय गणित मापो मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो पापे प्रपंच करवा बधी बात पूरो खोटो खरो भगवती पण हूँ तमारो जाड्या अंधकार दूर करी सद्बुद्धि आपो मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो शीखे सुने रसिक छंद जयेक चित्ते तैणा थकी त्रिविधता पतड़ेक चित्ते माधे विशेष बड़ी अम्बटना प्रताप मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो श्री सद्गुरु न चरण मरहि में यजूछु रात्रि दिने भगवती तुझने भजूछु सद्भक्त सेवक तणा परिताप छापो मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो अंतर विषय अधिक ऊर्मि तथा भवानी गावु स्तुति तव बड़े नमिने मृगानी संसार नास कड़ रोग समूल कापो मम पाहि ओम भगवती भवदुख कापो मेहरबान साहिब मेहरबान साहिब मेरा मेहरबान साहिब मेरा मेहरबान सदा नानक की अरदास सुख पाया सुख पाया रहमत तेरी सुख पाया सदा सुख पाया सुख पाया रहमत तेरी सुख पाया ओम मणिपद में हम ओम मणिपद में हम ओम मणिपद में हम My sweet Lord, oh my Lord, I really want to see you. I really want to be with you. I really want to see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord. My sweet Lord, oh my Lord, Achyutam Keshavam Krishnamodaram Ramanarayanam Janakivallabham कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं भाई मीरा के जैसे बुलाते मारू मनडू छे गोकुळ बनरा मारा तन नायांगणियामा तुलसी न बन मारा प्राण जीवन मारा घटमान
विराजता श्रीनाथ जी यमुना जी महाप्रभु
मारा घटमान विराजता श्रीनाथ जी जमुना जी महाप्रभु जी अमी भरेली नजरूरा मेवाड़ना श्रीनाथ जी
आमी भरेली नजरियो राखो मेवाड़ना श्रीनाथ जी
दर्शन आपो दुखड़ा पापो
दर्शन आपो दुखड़ा पापो मेवाड़ना श्रीनाथ जी
भागवत गीता मारी अंतर आँखों भागवत गीता मारी अंतर आँखों हरि उघडे
नंदलाला देखो आँख मारी उघडे क्या नंदलाल देखो धन्यवाद जीवन कृपाए ले
महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो जय जय शिव शंभो जय जय शिव शंभो
जय शिव शंभो Because you just chanted હરિનામ કીર્તન આપણે બધાએ ભગવાનના નામ લીધા તો ભગવાન તો એક જ છે. It doesn't matter which God you believe in, which language you speak in, because this is the language of love. હમણાં જ્યારે આપણે કીર્તન કર્યું शिव भगवान ने याद किया, देवी माँ ने याद किया, श्री कृष्ण ने याद किया, गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब ने पण एमांथी आपणे जे गुरु नानक देव जी ने याद किया. पछी you sung in English as well, because to chant the holy name can be done in any language, whether
the language of love has no dialect.
Exactly. And how many times have we been કે આપણે જ્યારે કોક ફરે પરદેશ જાઈએ, આપણે ઇન્ડિયા જાઈએ કે યુરોપમાં જાઈએ, યુરોપમાં આપણે કોઈનો ભાવ જાણીએ ત્યારે we don't know what we're talking to each other about, but we know that there's one thing we have in common, and that is love. And that love, that universal love, is what unites us. Because આપણા શાસ્ત્રમાં એમ પણ લખ્યું છે કે વસુદેવ કુટુંબકમ, that we are one family. આપણે અલગ અલગ રૂપ હોય, આપણા એક કાળા હોય, એક ધોરા હોય, એક રંગના હોય, સાઈઝ ના હોય, મારા જેવા મોટા હોય, પાતળા હોય, પણ what we all have in common is that by chanting the name of Shri Hari એટલે ગમે નામ, that's what will keep us united. આવા સમયે અને આપણે અત્યારે આ છેલ્લો દિવસ છે, સર્વ મિત્રોને આપણે યાદ કરી રહ્યા છીએ. Today is the last day. કાલથી holy month of Purushottam Mass starts, Adhik Mass, which only comes every 3 years. એટલે એમાં પણ વખત ધ્યાનથી ભગવાનનું નામ આપશો પૂરા મહિના માટે. But because it's the last day of Shraddh today, it's really important for us all to unite
And we
into
don't
our
even need to do get up, you know, there's certain customs which, of course, if you can do, you can. But apne kheer banawe, kagra ne kheer dhare ke, we make certain amounts of food, etc. In this day and age, and the lifestyle that we live in this generation that we're in, it's impossible to do certain things. The only one thing that we can do is chant. And there's no cost involved for chanting. Sometimes we get worried. We've got to do this charity because this Maharaj has said that we've got to do this. We don't have the necessary funding for that. Or they'll say we have to do a Bhagavad Sapta. Or even there's these things that people are told that Pitru Naresh. There's this massive taboo where they say that our ancestors, our ancestors knew. And it's a very, very... These things are created to create fear inside people. But when we compare the holy name to any of this, the holy name defeats everything. When you take the holy name, fear vanishes, any kind of doubt vanishes, but you have to have faith in the holy name. And I'm only saying this, like you know yourself as well, that this faith arises when you lose a loved one, or when you're put in such a dilemma. You can understand the value. You can actually appreciate what the holy name means. And why is it when somebody passes away, or when you're thinking of somebody, a loved one, that pain is so unbearable, it's so unbearable. The only one thing that gives you some kind of solace, it's like it's only the holy name. Nothing will affect you.
And speaking about holy name, like we said, it's the last day of Shraddh, right? And even then we consulted with our friends, family, to saying it's a difficult time, as we know, virus inside. It's difficult. But we thought, let's do this. So all the people that are joining us live via all the social media platforms, this is for you guys as well.
This is nothing to do with me and you, actually.
Absolutely not.
And we're not trying to do this in order to create some kind of publicity or to create some fame, or our voices are going out, or we enjoy going live and we enjoy plastering our faces onto social media. From the heart, this is honestly a prayer of unconditional love, where we are entering into your heart, and we are entering into your heart, and we are creating a cry of devotion and love to your loved ones that are no longer on this earth. We're all the same, we're all together. At the end, I have a gift of having a voice, which I use in service for the Lord for singing. So I'm just using this voice as an instrument. Brit is using her Vani. She's explaining, but this is just this is a Shradhanjali, an offering of unconditional love to all your ancestors, our ancestors. As you said, Vasudeva Kutumba. We're all one big family. So does it really matter that Ana name Anya Abajan Raikache, Ani Pachar? But આ સમૂહ છે, આપણી સમૂહ એક પ્રાર્થના છે કે આપણા બધાય સર્વે પિતૃઓ જ્યાં છે, પણ આ ભગવદ નામ એ લોકોના આત્માની શાંતિ માટે સમર્પણ કરીએ છીએ.
Certainly, you're right. I'm glad you said about the Bokfere, અમુક માણસો એવું હોય કે મનમાં એવો વિમ કરાવી દે કે પિતૃઓ નડે. One thing I really, really, really want to make clear, and especially to the people that are joining in live right now, the youngsters out there, do not feel like how Nikesh just said. પિતૃઓ કોઈ દિવસ કોઈને નડતા નથી. Please do not enter into any conversations where somebody makes you believe or can manipulate your mind to make you believe that. પિતૃઓ કોઈ દિવસ નડતા નથી. પિતૃઓના હંમેશા આશીર્વાદ હોય છે. અને તમે જેટલું પિતૃઓ માટે કરશો, of course they're going to be happy. But it doesn't have to be in that financial form. It can be in whichever form. Give whatever you can. And the biggest gift you can give is just by today chanting with us, singing with us, and singing the name, the holy name, whichever holy name you believe in, whichever God you believe. It doesn't matter which background you come from. And in fact, Nikesh, this month is a dedicated month to our Pitrus. Our Varasma ek fere ave.
15 days on.
Yeah, only 15 days. તો શું જેવા આપણા પિતૃઓએ આપણા માટે એમની પૂરી લાઈફ આપી છે, whether it's બા, દાદા, dad, mom, siblings, whoever your departed ones are, friends, whoever they are, somebody that has inspired you in life, even somebody who may not be of the same faith, anybody that has touched your heart, are they not worth those 15 days for you just to think about them? જુઓ, અત્યારે ફક્ત 15 જ દિવસ આવે છે, બરાબર? Where you think about those departed souls. And by thinking about those departed souls just in those 15 days, this is why our priests, our Shastras say that આ સમયે don't do any other carries. આપણે જ્યારે આપણે લગ્ન વિધિ કે કંઈ નથી કરતા. All year round you can do that. But during these 15 days, this is a time to think about those departed souls and think about them with love. In every religion, in every faith, people think about their departed souls. જુઓ, અત્યારે આપણે જે for example, જે ક્રિશ્ચિયન લોકો હોય છે, સન્ડેના ત્યાં ક્રેમેટોરિયમમાં જાય, ફૂલ મૂકવા જાય, once a month, maybe on a Sunday. પણ આપણે તો every day આપણે પિતૃઓને પહેલા તો યાદ કરીએ છીએ, બરાબર? Every day કે આપણે ફોટા રાખીએ, ફોટામાં હાર ચડાવીએ, ચાંદલા કરીએ, પ્રણામ કરીએ. So when you do it during these 15 days, પિતૃઓ પણ ખુશ થાય ને પિતૃઓના આશીર્વાદ પણ આપણી સાથે જ હંમેશા હોય છે. પિતૃઓ કોઈ દિવસ નડતા નથી. પ્લીઝ ધ્યાન આપજો જરા. It's really important that I emphasize that thing.
That message goes across.
That message definitely goes across because lots of young people who have messaged today, and I can see that lots of messages are actually coming through live as well still. And we will pick up on all those messages very shortly as well, those messages that are coming through live. We're not ignoring you. We just wanted to spend this short period of time singing with you in your homes, wherever you are. Hope you're singing and praying as well, because the energies of universal prayer helps everyone. Dukhi je aapne ke ne, dukhi souls. We shouldn't be dukhi either, because je apna pitruo che, the next stage of life, nobody knows, because nobody comes back from there to tell us either, do they? They don't come back and say, oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing really well. So man manamani ye વાત છે, બરાબર ને?
This is why, but when we say that we do certain financial dance, it's આપણા મનને મનાવવાની વાત. આપણે થોડી ખબર છે કે પિતૃને પહોંચ્યું છે કે નહીં. It's nothing like that.
And sometimes people say, હા પહોંચી ગયું. પહોંચી ગયું, પણ એને સમજે નહીં કે પહોંચી ગયું.
It's all a load of, it's again, કોઈના devotion આપણે ઠેસ નથી પહોંચાડતા. But when you think about it practically, when you think about it logically, it doesn't make sense. But the holy name, if just by saying the holy name you feel a bit better, or you can feel the vibrations, then there is something there. There really is something there.
And also, we're in the time of Kali Yuga right now. And we can actually, because even if you look back 10 years ago, અને જે અત્યારે જે વાતાવરણ, જે સંજોગો અત્યારે જે 10 વર્ષ પહેલા, ત્યાર પછી જે અત્યારે બદલાઈ ગયા છે.
Not even 10 વર્ષ. Take COVID, for example.
Exactly.
Take 3 months.
3 months bago.
Look at funerals 3 months ago. Look at funerals
now. And that's the other reason. I mean, look how many people around the globe have actually passed away because of COVID. આપણે ખબર છે કે રોજના રોજ people pass away of other conditions, of many other different types of diseases. And આપણે લોકોને પણ યાદ કરી લઈએ છીએ. પણ because it's the last day of Shraddha today, and it's the time of Kali Yuga. Just want to re-emphasize that you may not know how to read or you may not even have the time to read the Bhagavad Gita or recite shlokas from the Srimad Bhagavatam, or even say some of the chopais from the Ramcharitmanas. But the easiest thing you can do is chant Garo Hari Nam Kirtan. Nikesh, Hari Nam Kirtan.
So I think આપણે જે નામો અમુક જે આવ્યા છે, we've got
Yeah.
a lot of names.
We
So
have.
we'll start saying the names.
Yes.
Because it's coming up to 9:20 now as well.
And we've got lots of messages to also go through.
And also, just wanted to say that a lot of you have sent requests for certain bhajans, but today's satsang is not about singing ke mara papa ne aa bhajan gauntu ke mara papa ne aa bhajan gauntu. Today is a universal Harinam Sankirtan. The Jain Nam Levaya che, it's for everybody. And these names, they reach every single soul. Not just souls that are departed, but even souls that are here. So this is for all of us together. This love is to be distributed unconditionally. It's like a pot, a goroche. He's got this pot in here, in his heart, and he's shooting out lots and lots of light. He's squirting out lots of love. So we're just instruments, we're puppets that are dancing on a string, and we're just throwing this love coming there, and we're throwing it to all of you. So shall we start with the names quickly?
Yes. So આપણે ઘણા બધા હજી પણ નામ આવે છે. તો this is not a conclusive list because we've got lots of names still coming through, and we'll try our best to go through our phones. હજી પણ નામ આવે છે
હજી
પણ
આપણી
અત્યારે
છેલ્લી
છે.
પ્રાર્થના બી બાકી છે, એટલે please guys just hold on.
Yeah.
We'll take 10 minutes of your time. પણ બધાયના જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ આપણે બોલાવી લઈ, ત્યારબાદ આપણે શાંતિ પાઠ કરીશું. So Priti, do you want to start with them, or if you've got the names that you wrote down from your side, because mine was added in some.
Should we start from there?
Or you start with yours.
From here.
No.
Oh, from here.
What did you have? Your
Yeah.
names?
Oh, okay.
From your side,
Yeah,
from your
okay.
list. And then
So, Mathuradas, Karsandas Bhai Raichura, Indu Bhai Raichura, Praveen Bhai Raichura, Sanjay Bhai Raichura, Chandrakant Bhai Raichura, Manhar Bhai Raichura, Leelavanti Ben Khelani, Gailal Bhai Khelani, Haridas Bhai Chandarana, Santa Ben Chandarana, Ram Kuwar Ben Ruparelia, Ramesh Bhai Ruparelia, Murji Bhai Ruparelia, Prem Bhai Jogi Taylor, Daya Ben Taylor, Harjivan Bhai Magan Bhai Taylor, Bina Ben Kanani Buddev, Deepika Ben Jay Jadhav, Kanchan Ben Sharma, Ranjan Ben Sharma of Loughborough, Harish Bhai Patani, also known as Subhash Bhai Patani, Harji Bhai Gohil, Mohan Bhai Hirji Bhai Gohil, Amratlal Bhai Gohil, Sushila Ben Kanti Bhai Gohil, Raju Bhai Vijay Bhai Manek.
વસંતલાલ ભાઈ ગજર, જયાબેન ગજર, કમલેશભાઈ ગજર, અમૃતલાલ હંસરાજ પરમાર, સરસ્વતી મેઘજી ગોહિલ, રમેશભાઈ રાજા, શાંતા ગૌરી ચાવડા, રૂગનાથ લાલજી પરમાર, ચિમનભાઈ લાલજી પરમાર, ચંદ્રકાંતભાઈ લાલજી પરમાર, નવનીતભાઈ રાડિયા, બટુકભાઈ રાડિયા, કેતનભાઈ રાડિયા, ગોકળદાસભાઈ કારિયા, બ્રજકુંવરબેન કારિયા, મણિલાલભાઈ દત્તાણી, મીનાબેન દત્તાણી, મુલજી હરજી ગોહિલ, પુરીબેન મુલજી ગોહિલ, ब्रजलाल मुलजी गोहिल, कमल ब्रजलाल गोहिल, रूपेन ब्रजलाल गोहिल, अमित मकवाना, जयराम दुदा नांदा, जमनाबेन जयराम नांदा, नरेंद्र जयराम नांदा, देवजी दुदा नांदा, सामुबेन नांदा, संतोषबेन नांदा, किरण देवजी नांदा, नाथालाल आनंदजी मकवाना, हेमकुंवरबेन नाथालाल मकवाना, भगवानजी नाथालाल मकवाना, सुरेंद्र गोर्धनदास टंकारिया, हिम्मतलाल दलाल, रंभाबेन दलाल, रमेशभाई दलाल, जयंतीलाल भगवानजी गणात्रा, शशिकांत गढ़िया, मनसुख भाई गढ़िया, श्री भंवरलाल जी जैन, गोकरदास जेठालाल परमार, गोदावरीबेन गोकरदास परमार, गोवर्धनदास केशवजी वेकारिया, मनसुखलाल धोराजीवाड़ा, धीरजबेन मगनलाल पिसावाड़िया, मगनलाल रामजी पिसावाड़िया, शारदाबेन दुलभजी भाई लाखाणी, निशाबेन जेठवा, धीरजबेन जेठवा, दमयंतीबेन वनरावनभाई उनड़कट, वनरावनभाई उनाड़कट, મંદાકિનીબેન રૂપારેલિયા, મિતુલભાઈ પટેલ, બચુભાઈ નથવાણી, દામજીભાઈ પોપટ, વિકી મજીઠિયા, દયાલજીભાઈ ચંદારાણા, રૂપા સૌજાણી, હસમુખ શાહ, રણછોડદાસ મોજરિયા, હીરાબેન મોરજરિયા, વિપુલભાઈ પંડાર, વિભોવનદાસ રાય ઠઠા, જયાબેન રાય ઠઠા, સીમા દલાલ, જેશમા રાય ઠઠા, નિશમા રાય ઠઠા, વિના કેનાની, જમનાબેન રાજા, કીર્તિ ભરડિયા, છગનલાલભાઈ કોટેચા, પુષ્પાબેન મણિલાલ કોટેચા, રમણભાઈ નાથાભાઈ શર્મા, ત્રિભુવનભાઈ હંસરાજ ખંભાઈતા, मुक्ता गौरी खंभायता, रेवाबेन हंसराज खंभायता, छगनलाल पाव, गंगाबेन भाव, मथुरादास भाई कोटेचा, कांताबेन कोटेचा, जयंतीलाल भाई रतनशी धामेचा, खोड़ीदास भाई रतनशी धामेचा, कुर्मा भाई रूपा, राधापति दास, श्रुति धर्मा प्रभु, रंभाबेन मजीठिया, श्री सलोननलाल शर्मा, भीमजी विठल ढूंढिया, पार्वती भीमजी विठल ढूंढिया, वसंत कल्याण जी मांडलिया, वर्षाबेन वसंत मांडलिया, हांजी भाई गंडेचा, रंभाबेन गंडेचा, वडीलाल गंडेचा, विजयाबेन गंडेचा, काकुभाई गंडेचा, मंगूभाई गंडेचा, चंदूभाई गंडेचा, वसंतबेन गंडेचा, भगवानजी भाई मुरजी गढ़िया, शांताबेन भगवानजी भाई गढ़िया, रमणीक भाई गढ़िया, सुनीताबेन रमणीक भाई गढ़िया, शशिकांत भाई गढ़िया, प्रतिभाबेन कारिया, प्रवीण भाई गंडेचा, दलपत भाई ठक्कर, धीरेन दलपत भाई ठक्कर, जयंती भाई लाखाणी, हीरालाल भाई लाखाणी, धीरज भाई भथिया, जशुबेन भथिया, नवनीत वनरावनदास भाई राडिया, कपूरबेन वनरावनदास भाई राडिया, वनरावनदास भाई विठलदास राडिया, भीमजी भाई माधवजी राजा, रमाबेन भीमजी राजा, प्रमीळाबेन हीरा भाई वाघेला, जमनाबेन द्वारकादास हाथी, महेंद्र भाई हाथी, विजुबेन हाथी, भानुभाई माणिकबेन, मनुभाई सुधीर અને પ્રતિમા સોમાણી, સુરેશભાઈ રમણલાલ કોટેચા, હિતુલભાઈ સુરેશ કોટેચા, જશોદાબેન ખંડેરિયા, રંજનબેન અનિલ પાવ, ભૂપેન્દ્રભાઈ કોટેચા, જયેન્દ્રભાઈ કોટેચા, મણિલાલ આનંદજી કાચેલા, મઘાબેન શાહ, વિશાબેન શાહ, દેમાબેન શાહ, શ્રી ગોરધનદાસ આનંદજી મકવાણા, મંજુલાબેન ગોરધનદાસ આનંદજી મકવાણા, જીતેન્દ્રભાઈ દિલીપ ગોરધનદાસ મકવાણા, डेरेक पिग्स, करतार सिंह कौरा, जोगिंदर कौरा, मंजीत परमार, जयदेव भाई सोनी। पूजा नाम छे।
I think most names have come up. I'm just going to quickly go to the messages right now. અમુક messages પણ આવ્યા છે live. એના તરફ જાય છે. Lots of people are just saying Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Ho. Lots of people are just doing Naman and joining in with the prayers. We've got lots of people, Anjana Ben joining us from India, Samir joining us from Italy, Jyoti Ben joining us from Leicester, Jyoti Ben Poppet, Nima Suchak, thank you, Shital Jetwa, Jai Shri Krishna, Priti Ben Charan, you're saying nice one, Jai Shri Krishna, Subir Bhai is also joining, Jemini Ben Nathwani is also joining us, Kajal Ben Nathwani, Jemini Ben Devani is joining us, Jayshri Ben Maisuria, Bharat Bhai Chandarana, Jai Jalaram comes from Raichura Parivar, Sheena Ben Hathi, Sushma Ben Vajitya. Sushma Ben in fact is saying, can we have more of this topic on this topic? It's very interesting because this is the only way we learn. We don't know half of the things, and some of it is blurred. So I think it's really important. And I think, thank you, Sushma Ben, for that message. Tansuk Pai Mystery.
We're remembering everybody. Jo koi na
Yeah.
naam bhulai gaya hoye, otherwise
Yeah.
this list is going to go on
Yeah.
forever and ever. So as we said, we Vasudevam Kutumbam. So બધાય જે સર્વ પિતૃઓ છે એ બધાય પિતૃઓને, સમસ્ત પિતૃઓને આત્માની શાંતિ માટે આજના જે આપણે ભજન ધૂન ભગવદ નામ જે કંઈ લીધું છે એનું પુણ્ય એ આત્માની શાંતિ માટે આપણે અર્પણ કરીએ છીએ. અને આપણે
When I've also just talked about our Shantamasi
નામાજી
and also Swami Satyanandaji, who also passed away.
એ તો આપણા પૂજ્ય જીજી પૂજ્યપા જીજી છે, ઇન્દિરા બેટી શ્રી પ્રમુખ સ્વામીજી છે મહારાજ. So આપણા જે મોટે આપણા વિશ્વના જે સાધુ સંતો જે છે એ બધાને બી યાદ કરીને અને આપણે હવે શ્રી મહાદેવ તરફ જાય અને જે છેલ્લા જે આપણા શ્લોક છે શાંતિ પાઠી આપણે કરીએ. Anything else you'd like to say quickly before we
No,
just...
I like I said, this was not planned. This actually came about as a result of lots of people asking us to do today's satsang as well. And Nikesh and I got together and we thought, yeah, actually we should do something. So here we are today doing this. Hope you liked it. And thank you, Sushma Ben, because you're saying there's lots of things, that we discussed today that has enlightened you. We're not in we are no learned kind of scholars or anything like that.
But we only
We're just sharing our
we
own
want to
experiences.
share experiences which our generation is either in a complete Lulu land, we don't know what's going on, and we ask our parents. Unfortunately, our parents can't give us the answers. And when we ask certain Brahmins, they will kind of elude us into such a trap where they will tell us to pay for X, Y, and Z, and they tell us that tame adan karo, tame apun karo, which is fine, but we don't have that financial stability to offer. And also, if it doesn't make sense in our head, more so in our heart, then why are we doing it? It really doesn't make sense. And our dad or our mom or whoever, maybe they weren't even that religious. So why are we doing certain things? It's to pacify. Is it really to pacify ourselves? Or is it to pacify કારણ કે આ માસી મને આ કીધું એટલે મારે કરવું પડશે, હું નહીં કરું તો પછી આપણે વેન ગણે મગજમાં કે ના આવી રીતના નહોતું કર્યું ને એટલે આવી રીતના થયું. And so many instances like that come up with you. Is that correct?
Yeah.
We speak to so many people and they think I'm depressed because maybe because I didn't do this, એટલે મારું આ થાતું નથી, or because this is not happened. Take everything out. Take that whole kachura out of your mind. Just think about this guy here. Harinam Sankirtan, nothing else is going to matter. So, moving on to Mahadev.
Yeah, just before we do, we have Nisha from Loughborough, Sharma, Ranjan Ben's daughter, saying thank you so much for tonight. And again, somebody else who learnt a lot from tonight, so thank you.
I'm not even attempting to look at my Facebook messages because there's just too many.
There is. I'm just looking
it's going to break the vibe of our...
No. And thank you, Anup Ladwai, as well. You've also said it means a lot. And, you guys are like young professionals living in the UK. Like how Nikesh said, we're the first generations, Asians, Hindus, Sanatan Dharmis, whatever.
It's nothing to do with religion.
It's
I think
actually
we need to move away from religion.
It's more spiritual.
Religion, it's spirituality. It's universal spirituality. It doesn't matter who you believe in. God is just... Some people may like a Twix, some people may like a Bounty or a Snickers. Chocolate tastes the same. It's the same with the name. The name is exactly the same. So again, કોઈના દિલને અમે ઠેસ પહોંચાડી હોય તો અમે દિનતાપૂર્વક માફી માંગીએ છીએ. અમારો એવો કાંઈ અપરાધ થયો હોય, પણ all we want to distribute is the holy name, nothing else. And આપના જે પિતૃઓ જે છે, ancestors જે છે, એ લોકોની આત્માની શાંતિ માટે આજનો જે દિવસ છે અમાવસ્ય શ્રાદ્ધ, તો આપણે બધા સમૂહ ભગવત નામ જે લીધું છે એમના આત્માની શાંતિ માટે આપણે સમર્પણ કરીએ છીએ.
Shall we do the Rudrashtakam first?
नमामि शमीशां निर्वाणरूपं विभुं व्यापकं ब्रह्मवेदस्वरूपं निजं निर्गुणं निर्विकल्पं निरीहं चिदाकाशमाकाशवासं भजेऽहं निराकारयोऽकारमूलं तुर्यं निराज्ञानगोतीतमीशं गिरीशं करालं महाकालकालं कृपालं गुणागारसंसारपारं नतोऽहं तुषारादिसङ्काशगौरं गम्भीरं मनोभूतकोटिप्रकाशीशरीरं स्वरोमौलिकल्लौलिनी चारुगङ्गालसत्पातबाले कुदन्कण्ठे भुजङ्गा चलत्कुण्डलं भ्रूसुनेत्रं विशालं प्रसन्नं नीलकण्ठं दयालं मृगाधीशचर्माभरं मुन्दमालं प्रियं शङ्करं सर्वनाथं भजामि प्रचण्डं प्रतिष्ठं प्रगल्भं परेशमखण्डं अजाभानुकोटिप्रकाशं त्रयाशूलनिर्मूलनं शूलपाणि भजेऽहं भवानीपतिं भानुगम्यं कलातीतकल्याणकल्पान्तकारी सदा सच्चिदानन्ददाता पुरारी Chidananda Sandoha Moha Parari Prasiddha Prasiddha Prabho Mandapa Nayavadmanatha Padarvindam Bhajanantahi Loke Pareva Naranam Natatsa Sukham Shanti Sanpa Prashadam Prasiddha Prabho Sarva Bhuta Divasham Najanami Yogam Japam Neva Pujam Natoham Sada Sarvada Shambhutubhyam Charanam Dukhatyam Tapatyam Mananam Prabhu Padhiyapam Namami Shishambhu Rudrashtakam Proktam Vitre Bhartushe Ye pratakti nara bhaktya tesham shambhu prasiddhiti. Again, Marakana Shabda Goshtya se in the Rudrashtakam because I don't say it on a daily basis. So again, my apologies on any Shabda Gosh. तो હવે આપણે
શાંતિ પાઠ તરફ જાય તે પહેલા so we just do या ते रुद्र या ते रुद्र शिवा तनूढघोडा पापकाशिनी त्रियानस्तनुवा सन्तमया गिरिसन्तापि चाकशीः या ते रुद्र शिवा तनूढघोडा पापकाशिनी त्रियानस्तनुवा सन्तमया गिरिसन्तापि चाकशीः या ते रुद्र शिवा तनूढघोडा पापकाशिनी त्रियानस्तनुवा सन्तमया गिरिसन्तापि चाकशीः.
So we'll just take 1 minute universal peace before we do the last Shanti Path. So wherever you're sitting at home as well, if everybody can just take 1 minute of silence, please. So everybody please take your seats wherever you are. Just sit comfortably and we will just take 1 minute of silence. Hari Om. Universal prayer. From falsehood, lead me to the truth. From darkness, lead me to the light. From death, lead me to immortality. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorimam Mrityagamaya. હવે આપણે શાંતિ પાઠ કરીશું. ઓમ દ્યૌ શાંતિરંતરિક્ષગમ શાંતિ પૃથ્વી શાંતિરાપઃ શાંતિરૌષધયઃ શાંતિ વનસ્પતયઃ શાંતિ વિશ્વે દેવાઃ शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वं शांति शांतिरेव शांति सामा शांतिरेधि. शांति शांति शांति. सर्व वैष्णव ने जय श्री कृष्ण, जय श्री राम, शुभ रात्रि, and thank you very, very much.
આપ સૌના આશીર્વાદ સદાય અમારી સાથે રહે અને just remember it's all about the what?
It's all about love. And today, I hope you felt some kind of solace and kind of peace from inside, being part of these universal prayers for the last day of Shad. From tomorrow, the holy month of Purushottam Mass starts, Adhik Mass starts.
We'll be skating on the platform of Adhik Mas because again a lot of us are deluded with Purushottam Maina. We haven't got a clue what this month is about, but during the course of the month, Ricky and myself will be sharing certain stories and we'll just be having some fun.
Yeah, absolutely some fun. But again, Jeplu Jap Karai, not just during Adhik Mass, whenever, do it. Chant the holy name. And on that note, good night to all of you from me, Priti Raichura, and from
Nick Palmer.
Nick Parmar. Jai Shri Krishna.